But Bubba, what do you think about all the people who are literally looking at Joe Biden, seeing what he's doing, like watching him not go through with the promises, whether it comes to the checks? You know, when I say checks, I'm talking about the stimulus checks. I need my stimulus check. Yes, that check. The, him stepping into Haiti's issues, promising them one thing, not doing another. And all these people adding on to him and saying, but he's doing this, but he's so calm. What do you think about that?
You know, I really think it's a bunch of BS, you know, because just like you said, he's not following through with everything that he promised. And he needs to, I know last night I saw on the news that already he pushed something out that he said he was going to do in the first 100 days he was in office. Yeah. He's already pushing stuff back. That's not what we wanted, sir. We need certain things immediately. Okay. Yeah. And we're still we pussyfooting around. Like my dad used to say.
Yeah.
Let's get it together, y'all.
Get it together. And then with Kamala Harris, from the minimum wage, I know that we were supposed to go into that. The minimum wage situation, what are we supposed to do with that? He said that he would raise it to a certain amount. He said that he would assist us in that. We can't even, now with the number that he proposed is something that we can't even really work with. Was it $15? We can't really work with, but we'll take because it's better than what we have. But now it's looking like that may not happen. That's another promise. And then Kamala Harris, where is she in the midst of all of this? What is she saying? What is she doing? I know that I seen last night, maybe I missed something. I know that I seen last night that a lot of people were saying like, hey, we can't trust her. But how do you feel in this moment with the minimum wage situation? Because, we still in corporate. We
still in corporate. And honestly, Rebecca, I mean, like, even with the salary that I'm making, it's still not enough. Yeah. And so I can only imagine you telling people that they're going to $15 an hour, not going to do anything. And then you're talking about the compromise is maybe $10 an hour. What the hell is that going to do?
An hour was everything. Now I'm really living life and I see that rent is going up. I see that the cost of food is going up. I see that car payments ain't the same, baby. I see that like gas is always like fluctuating, right?
Right.
And my car takes 93. That's expensive gas. That ain't 87. I wish. But I don't have a Mercedes. But anywho, look, don't put that out there because they know that I'm out here working corporate. Can't have no Mercedes working corporate and complaining. It don't work like that. But yes, all of that to say, like, I see that all of these things are happening. I see that, how can we, $15 an hour ain't gonna cut it for me. It's not gonna help me pay my rent. It's not gonna help me feed the kids I ain't got. It's not gonna help me help my family like I'm supposed to. Right. It's not gonna help me live. But what do? We make sure that we put our bills in order to match our paydays.
You know why they don't care about it? Because it doesn't affect them. And they rich as hell just sitting up there on the hill, just thinking like, oh, they'll be okay. Give them $15 an hour. They'll be all right. But now the more so they want it to be where the business themselves decide how much the minimum wage should be. No, hell no. Because those people know better either.
Yeah. They're going to make sure you stay down. These areas. They're going to make sure, the people in the business, they want to make sure, listen, sis, we gave you benefits. All right. And I get it. You're working like a slave, but you're our slave. And I say that, and don't get offended, people in the audience. I say that because that was said to me in my corporation. You're working like a slave. You're working like a robot. I know it sounds crazy, but you're our robot. You're our slave. It's okay. It's okay. We give you benefits for it. We pay you nothing, but give you benefits for it. So.
And that's supposed to make me happy? Just give me benefits? This is like, man, what if I don't go to the doctor except once a year? Sometimes I might have it like that. So your benefits
what if you don't go to the doctor
really don't mean nothing. At all. Do I get that money back? Do I get a residual?
No,
check?
You don't.
Nope.
They continue to steal. Yes, they continue to steal, kill, and destroy. And I say all this to say, y'all, look more into Biden. Understand what Biden is doing and not doing. Hold him accountable. This is important. You people that are fluffing and under these tweets, and I remember I used to be one of those people not understanding what's going on and how it's affecting me and the people around me and how I am able to take care of those around me. it's like prohibiting me to do so because Biden is just talking in this nice voice and he's relatable, but he's not doing what he promised. And it's important for us to hold him accountable. Let's raise that minimum wage. We cannot sleep and we cannot go to and be okay with it not being raised after he has literally ran his campaign on that.
We can't afford to not bring these valid criticisms to the people who took our votes, right? And now they're reneging on all their deals that they promised us. But what do you, in terms of like your commentary and your space and what you do, are you running into the same thing? Because when Rebecca mentioned that the other day, Rebecca, I don't know if you saw the comments, people were like, oh, leave Kamala alone. No.
I didn't look at it, but I already knew it was there. That's why I say I'm going to make y'all mad, but this is the truth of the matter. Where is she? She ain't helping you, sis. She ain't helping none of y'all. Talk about it.
I mean, I'm still in my home and I wish I could interact more with people. And I think if I could, I would definitely not talk politics with them right now because I just want to hang. But
I get it.
For sure, there is a lot of like, we've restored the dignity. And like, we all know like this, I think we have. And I think some Democrats understand this. For sure, the squad does. For sure, folks like AOC, Ayanna Pressley, et cetera. But like Schumer, he said things like we need to deliver big for the American people or else. But this is the thing. We have 4 years to stop a smarter fascist, whether it's Trump or somebody else, from saying, look, the Democrats didn't deliver. And the way that they can is by stymieing progress like this. Republicans can. And this has been their plan all along, ever since under Obama, right? And we know that. And Obama, again, playing by these bipartisan rules that did not apply, especially when that was the year that dark money was flooding into this Congress, right? And flooding in all these interests, the AstroTurf Tea Party movement. So when are we going to understand the other side does not want to hold hands with you? They don't want to discuss or deal with you. You're not going to say anything that's going to make them try to, to be, okay, hey, that's a good deal. No, they don't want any of that, right? And then same with our side, right? You've got Manchin and Kristen Sinema. So if you can override this, do it. Because guess what? When you deliver for the American people, by the way, there was a New York Times article that said Trump voters like the $1.9 trillion stimulus. Trump voters are into that much money, right? And so the jury isn't out. The Republican politicians, guess what? They are out of touch with their base because that fake populism that Trump tapped into, that could be real populism, right? That could be real democratic reforms. And so I think that we've got this time. We've got this like grace, not even grace period. We've got no grace period. Right. But we've got this minimal window to say, let's deliver for the American people so we can prevent actual fascism from coming back. Because people are chomping at the bit to deliver that. And, if Biden wants to be the most progressive president since FDR, then you got to think bigger than that. You got to think bigger than, well, I don't think this is going to pass because of the parliamentarian. Like, at what point has anyone used the word parliamentarian to discuss like American democracy?
At what point was that ever been an impediment for any serious president,